soon they cutting and bleeding. They think no one cares, so I wrote this song to tell you, my God, he cares and he can heal you. He sees you when you're crying yourself to sleep, wondering if anybody hears me. You tell yourself you can't go on no more, but your life is worth fighting for. Don't leave this world too soon. There's so many people who really love you. Jesus is calling for you. He knows and he can heal you. I know you're hurting deep down inside, but my God, he came to give you life. You think no one cares, so you just sit there. I'm talking to you, get up from there. You gotta believe there's something better. So much better. God put purpose deep inside of you. The whole world is waiting for you.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey, it's Miss Kitty in the city, Blue Waters, and this is the Cocktail Social. Y'all wasn't ready? Y'all wasn't, well, I've already started my cocktail.
Let's go to the damn cocktail.
I mean,
Let's go to
it's a big go.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm a fat bitch. And so, welcome to the Cocktail Social. I'm your host, Blue Waters, and these are my socialites.
Hello.
It is Friday, and we are here with the shits. It's been, wait a minute.
With the shits?
Yeah. No.
Who got the shits?
I don't know. Drink this shit.
Well,
Yeah,
I've misspoken that. I don't have.
Look what you done made me do. You done made me mess myself.
This is a good week.
Play them yourself.
I'm having a good time. I missed y'all. It's only been a week. And and in place of Miss K, we have Miss Belvedere.
Miss Bell.
Hello, everyone. I'm glad to be back.
All right. We about to have a live show today. It's already gotten kicked off. We've been talking about drunks in the bar and stars and cat fights and everything. So I think this is going to be a live show. Yeah, it do look like you're playing with yourself. But before we begin, let me talk about what's going on this weekend in the city. Today at the S&F Parkway, the Maryland Film Festival and Black Film Supremacy Films is holding a Supreme Film Fest, and that is at 5 West North Avenue, and it's hosted by the Black Film Supremacy Film Fest, and it's $15 to get in. There is also another event going on at the UB Blake Center, which is the Be Free Fridays, which is an open mic. So if you're trying to go and do your poetry and everything and sing a little song, go on down to the UB Blake Center. That's happening at 7 p.m. and it'll end at 10:30 p.m. And they are asking for $5. No, it's $10. $5 for students. And what else is going on? That's all I have at this moment in time. I don't have anything. Oh, the Baltimore Comedy Festival is going on at the Motor House. And that's being hosted by Broken Diamond Comedy and the Motor House and the Baltimore Comedy Fest. And they are also asking for some donation, maybe $5, $10 or something like that. But it's going on all weekend long. So go around, have yourself some fun, grab a cocktail, and enjoy. And school's about to start. Which means it's officially the end of summer.
Aw, me.
And that means that buses will be packed.
Traffic will be bad.
Traffic will be bad. Fights in school. School lunches.
And teen pregnancy.
And wait a minute.
We will not. I rebuke it.
And teen pregnancy.
They might get cut back. They in school up now.
So I was asked last week what type of show this was because for some strange reason people believe that this is a news broadcast. And there is no news being broadcast.
No news here.
There is no news being broadcast. This is a happy hour. This is all it is. This is an online happy hour. We get together.
Coming in for news, and you got other problems we need to discuss.
Well,
it's better than the news we see on a daily.
This is not this type of show. This is adult conversation. As a matter of fact, if you are not an adult, even if you're above the age of 18, but you're sensitive, this isn't the show for you because we cuss, we drink, and we cuss some more. And we will say some inappropriate stuff. And I'm just giving you that disclaimer because I'm not going to give it to you again. This is not that show. This is not a news broadcast. We are not filtered. I will not allow you on here if you're filtered. If you're conservative, I'm going to offend you. That's just that.
Well, speaking of news, I just want to take this time to send my condolences to the family who lost the son this week during the shootout. I just wanted to say that because that was just tragic.
I appreciate
situation. So I just wanted to just put that
I'm sorry, which one?
And that's
You talking about the one with the mother?
Yeah, the one with the mother.
Oh my God.
Wait a minute.
How many was it? Like, which one? It was quite
The shootout with the
No shade on Baltimore, but it's been several.
No, it was a shootout there. It was a whole couple. That wasn't the one with the mother.
That wasn't the one with the mother.
No.
Which one was that?
It's the one that was shooting.
One on Fayette Street.
That was the one that was shooting out with the mother.
Now, I don't know if I'm supposed to,
No, don't put it out. Just let it go.
Look, my whole thing will be like,
Yeah, I don't want nothing to happen.
No, it wasn't nothing like that.
There's been a lot of tragedies that happened over this week. There was a guy that I was looking
Tired
at.
of this shit.
Well, you know what? I have a whole lot that I want to say about that, but this is
So
not.
y'all must have saw the same video I did on the little Baltimore little page on Instagram.
Murder Inc.
Murder
Baltimore.
Inc. And how the guy thought he was April O'Neil. Or
the light-skinned dude that was right there here, Norma Jeans, jumped in front of the car?
No, the one that had the phone filming the shootout. And he
yeah.
was like, oh, crap.
Yeah.
Wait, did you say April O'Neil?
He said April O'Neil. That's what I said.
April O'Neil.
Right. So when the turtles want to come save her,
I mean, Lois Lane, he thought he was one of the Superman
screaming like a bitch. Damn, let the fuck down, goddamn.
Went not to doing it.
Being shot up. I was like,
Yeah, I thought he was shooting at his ass.
Didn't he get shot too?
no.
Oh, I thought he got
But
shot.
he was close to the shit, because it sounded like you could hear him.
It was like
somebody was throwing pennies out that bitch. That was some scary shit.
I mean, he collected the news. The cop was running with the gun. Like,
Yeah, I said, yeah.
I mean, the man broadcaster, he need to get a job.
Yeah. He was like, from channel 2 news.
No.
We out here
Go to
on the
screen.
streets. Oh shit. We on the
Cue screens.
Back to you, Jen. In the studio. Oh, that goddamn job.
Wow.
Wait a minute, back at the studio, did y'all see the white lady called the man a gorilla?
Oh,
Watch the
She
story.
gonna say, it looks just like you. And he got all, he didn't know what to say. He's like, well, I guess it does.
And then she came back with that some phony ass tears.
Did she?
And that
Wasn't
sorry
her
ass
job,
apology.
that white
I
woman
just
cry.
didn't know.
Yeah.
Come on, gentility.
Goddamn turkey.
Well,
He kind of look like it.
a lot of times it's because they.
A little bit, he look like
And
it.
she might not have meant to be racist, but don't come back with them phony ass tears.
I did laugh though when she said it.
Because it wasn't. I don't think it was racist.
I don't think it was.
I don't think it was racist.
I think
you ugly mother.
I think that she was unaware of what the overall connotation was.
Like, she was calling his ass a gorilla, not black folks.
They didn't look like cousins. They look like they was related.
And with that, this is the Cocktail Social, and we'll be right back. This is Be Exposed Radio.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Join the Just a Bit Outside crew every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
You want to start off?
I think I'll get it out of the way on a who's not.
Okay, do it.
The Orioles.
Right.
They got swept by the Royals. They lost 4 in a row, and the last 5 games have all been decided by 1 run.
Mm-hmm.
The game before, or the last game that they lost before the Royals was the Nationals, and as Weeders, of course, won with a home run.
Hit the home run.
Right.
They were going into that National series. It seemed like they were doing so well, and they just crapped out. They got that game postponed, so who knows when they're going to replay that or play that game.
Mm-hmm.
That's my first not for the night.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and weigh in on my who's not, and I'm going to talk about the San Diego Padres.
The Padres. That's okay. You just took my answer.
They're in last place in the NL West. They've lost 8 of their last 10. Their run differential is a negative 65, which is just horrible. So when you have let me just talk about run differential a little bit. It's kind of like the
how much you're winning or losing your games by, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. It's like the margin of victory, kind of.
Right.
So when you're in a negative number, that means that you're.
Then your average game you're losing
by a whole lot.
Right.
I mean, a number like negative 65, this early in the season is pretty rough.
That's horrible.
Then the pitching numbers pretty much support this stat right here. I mean, the team ERA is 4.70, which is 26th in the league. They have 126 walks allowed. They acquired Jared Weaver in the offseason, and he really has not panned out. He's off to one of the worst starts in any of the pitchers in 2017. Mm-hmm. He's 0-4 with a 6.05 ERA. In May alone, he already has 12 earned runs in May. And, another one of their pitchers, Clayton Richard, he's 2-4 with a 4.34 ERA. And, in May, he has 6 earned runs and 12 innings pitched. So they're not pitching well. And on top of that, they are also not batting well.
Right. But it kind of sucks because Manuel Margot is doing pretty good. His the past few at bats, his last.
Join the Just a Bit Outside crew every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
First they love you, then desert you, leave with a plate full with no spoon. Ain't no space, I can't escape negativity. I got used to the taste, I've been bad, burned and fucked over. But remain strong through the past over. Kicking haters out of the way like masked over. Roll up, sip something, let it pass over. Who would I be? It ain't the man to me that let the next man take advantage of me. When that storm come, no pan I see. Get with it, not without it, then you'll see. I peep the haters, they know I'm greater. That's why they buzzing for the elevator. But I can't save it, it'll be too loud on the pedal.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to the Cocktail Social. I'm your host, Blue Waters. This is Be Exposed Radio, and we are the Socialites. And we started off on a high note. And I don't think we're going to come down anytime soon. If there's any feedback, we apologize. We get a little bit rambunctious in here, but that's just the Cocktail Social. We've had our cocktails, and I hope that you had your cocktails. Cheers. And so I hope you grabbed your cocktails. And you know what? I want to know. Did anybody see the Dave Chappelle?
Yeah, that thing was funny as shit.
It was good.
Oh my God, it's hilarious.
It was good.
Oh, so I saw it. I've actually watched the Dave Chappelle stand-up comedy on Netflix about 4 times.
You see, y'all done stole all the alphabet.
Oh my goodness!
The L's is mad at the G's. And nobody liked the T. He just was going up. Right.
He came for everybody, and everything, and now people are offended. And so my thing is that,
but I love what he said though. He was like, I can't wait to see how y'all gonna try to get my ass named.
Well, the fact is that with comedy, if comedians are supposed to poke fun at, okay, wait a minute. Hold your hand
arms up.
Hold your arms up. Smith, what you give him?
Hit my back.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. You fall asleep, we gonna get you.
If you die, we pulling y'all back. We don't.
I'm still in his wallet.
No. Yeah, I'm gonna run through his pocket myself.
I got you. They ain't gonna run through your pocket. I got you.
If he did, he don't need it.
He ain't going nowhere with that money.
First of all, who wants to tell it? No, I'm not telling his people he died choking on
red
cup on red cup.
Something Smitty gave him, and I'm blaming on Smitty. It was Smitty.
It was Smitty's fault.
It's Smitty's fault.
You was there.
No, I'm gonna do mouth to mouth. I'm gonna resuscitate you.
Just come back.
He's alive.
He's alive. Just come back.
I use full tongue with mouth to mouth, right?
Oh God.
He's
awake. I'm up. I'm here.
Just fart over his face and hope it comes to you.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Back to Dave Chappelle. So Dave Chappelle, he offended everybody. What in the hell, y'all? He offended everybody.
He did.
And
but it was hilarious.
They were coming for him, and according to what's going on now is, the LGBTQ community is really offended by the things that he said.
They're always offended by something.
What I will say is this.
I think what they offended by is when he made that comment. The only reason why they upset is because it's white men who are gay and white women who are lesbians, and if it had to do with just black people, they wouldn't give a shit. And I'm with them.
Well, I think more so than anything, it's just the fact that people are sensitive. A lot of sensitive people, and they're not prepared.
You know what? You know why?
Why?
Because kids don't get their asses whooped no more. When everybody stopped whooping their kids, everybody all sensitive and shit. We ain't had time to be sensitive when we was little.
I had a thought about this other day. I said, do you think that the world the way it is now, that we're overly sensitive and sensitive to the wrong things? It's like you sensitive to,
they weak.
Not that you shouldn't be slightly offended. You don't have to agree with or enjoy every joke or every jab, but you can turn it off and choose to do something else. But now you also offended. You got a boycott, and we have this cancel mentality. But you sit and watch somebody get ran over by a train or shot in their head on the internet.
See, that's my issue.
And that's my problem. You sensitive to the wrong thing.
Right. Well,
y'all all of a sudden politically correct and woke when it comes to the chicken sandwich. Like I'm so
I'm so tired of that goddamn chicken sandwich.
I'm so sick of everyone making videos how the chicken sandwich
is ruining the black community.
They was just on Dr. Sebi.
Ruining the black community.
First of all, firstly and secondly. That's a good goddamn chicken sandwich.
I ain't had the shit yet.
I've had it, and I agree. It's a good answer.
The internet made me not want the damn sandwich. I said, you know what? I don't even care about it no more.
But I mean, now I prefer, an actual piece of chicken. But for a sandwich,
it ain't good. A piece of chicken when you can get a damn chicken sandwich. They ain't got no bones to slow you down.
No, I like the bones.
Yeah, but they ain't gonna slow you down though.
It makes it flavor.
I come from a long line of bone gnaws, but I'm just saying.
Speak for your. I do.
You know your ass is a normal motherfucker.
Damn dick maulers. Possessed by dick maulers. That's what the hell just happened. They maulers.
I think I want to review that one.
They dick maulers.
You never eaten a bone before in your life?
Yeah, he know he done ate a bone.
He done deep throated the bitch. He put that whole chicken leg in there and pulled the bitch out. There wasn't no meat on the motherfucker.
No meat,
and he don't eat just normal chicken bone. He get old turkey bone.
He got the
He got a chicken leg.
He got that little sharp bone thing that's on the end. He got that motherfucker too.
I'm gonna spit this shit right in your face.
So, Let me go get wait a minute.
That's what she Wait a minute.
You said what I thought you said too.
I repeated what you said.
You sure did. Amen.
Well, speaking of spitting in face,
And that's what he said. Him over there.
I'm going to Smitty. We're going. Look, we need new rounds. We're going to another. Smitty. So the first cocktail question is:
Thank God.
Is it easier to be loved or to love? Is it easier to be loved or to love? Now, I'm gonna give you a moment to think about it, and the reason why I question that is because I think I'm a romantic. I've said this several times on the show, that I'm a romantic person, but I had to do some introspection, and that always happens around my birthday. So this is one of those philosophical questions that I had to ask myself: is it easier for me to be loved, or is it easier for me to love someone? Because I had to look at the type of person I am in a relationship. So that's why I thought of that question: is it easier to love or to be loved? And so, while y'all think about it, and while you're thinking about it, we're going to cut to commercial break, and we're going to be right back. This is the Cocktail Social. I am Blue Waters, and this is Be Exposed Radio. Get your cocktail.
Get your goddamn drink.
Whoa. The moment my son saw a redwood tree.
It's huge!
Is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see the top of that thing.
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Take a minute and listen to this flashback of the It Is What It Is radio show.
Viral.
Make sure y'all share us. So,
Please.
Miss Entice.
All right,
Miss
I got
Vicious.
Okay.
Vicious.
Favorite place to have sex outside the bedroom?
Anywhere.
Oh. That's not an answer.
That's not an answer?
Specific. Outside of the bedroom.
You mean where have I?
No. Like what? Where's the spot you like to have sex outside of the
I'm gonna keep it
bedroom?
real. I'm not a forest fucker, so I'd rather be in behind closed doors. But I've had sex.
I mean,
outside.
you still can keep it, under the roof. I'm just saying outside of the
outside
bedroom.
The bedroom.
Yeah, outside of the bed, like not in the bed.
Living room.
Oh, okay.
Living room.
What about the living room?
The couch.
Okay, what position?
Then from the couch, you can roll onto in my case, I had carpet, so you can move from the couch to the floor. Then if you really want to get creative, you could go over to the sink and the kitchen and the aisle.
So what kind of carpet was it? Was it the plush kind? Was it the Stainmaster?
It was plush. It was plush.
It was the plush.
But I got one of them other mats over, like a little area rug.
So it's nice and cushiony.
It was cushiony.
Oh.
Easy on the rug burns.
Oh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Now you did mention the kitchen.
Turn this up.
You did mention the kitchen. Now, are we opening the fridge? Have you gotten creative with ingredients? Shall we say?
One time I was like,
you mean as far
have you or would you? If not,
you gonna leave me hanging?
You mean props like far as whipped cream and all that? No, I don't need it. I don't need it. But I mean, I've done it.
Oh, see, there we go. Like that. If you haven't, or have you?
I don't like sticky stuff. I don't. Okay. I've done it, but I don't like it.
Can I jump in? Can I check in? What's your favorite condiment to use?
My tongue.
Sir, you cannot shake that on a salad or the eggs.
No, let's stop.
Wait a minute, time out. No. Speaking of salad.
Okay.
No.
Not sight, but we'll go ahead.
Am I about to answer the last question or am I prepared for this new one?
I was
interception. Well, go ahead.
What's your favorite condiment before you go to the interception?
I don't really have a favorite condiment.
Join us every Friday at 9 p.m.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to Cocktail Social. This is Be Exposed Radio, and if y'all came in on that conversation,
why do y'all get me though? And I knew when it happened because Kable just started smiling real nice, like, hello. It's always
we
me.
cut the break.
Talking to Kable no more. He get me every time.
The cocktail question was: is it easier to love or be loved? Is it easier to love or be loved? And I was basically stating that I was doing a moment of introspection, and I had to think how I am in a relationship, and is it easy to love me? And I determined that it's not. I'm a very difficult person to love because I'm changing always, and it comes. I guess it may come across as a moody. But I'm not. It's just that I am an extremely sensitive person, and I like when I like it. Yeah. So, and I feel as though I've come to the age where I demand what I want, and so I kind of got to be a little bit more flexible. But I'm a very loving person, and I feel as though that I'm an extremely warm person in a relationship. So I smother, and that's another thing too, is that I may be I may be intense. So for you, socialites, is it easier to love or be loved? Now, first of all, have you ever been in love?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And what was that like?
It was wonderful, darling.
It's wonderful.
It was wonderful chaos.
It was.
It's like a theory of how the world was created. Like it's chaotic, but it all comes together.
Damn, I like that.
It's wonderful.
Come on, poet.
It's wonderful, but then it's not, because it's like when you're in love and then you're in love alone, because you don't know what the other person is truly feeling.
The same way for you.
Same way, right, for me. So, yeah.
But on the non-pessimistic side, would you ever been in love where it was returned?
I assume I have, I guess. I mean, only can go by people's words. See, my issue with that is I trust issues. So, you can say it, but I'm always going to have that cloud of doubt there. It's not going to take over my relationship, but I want you to know that I'm ready for anything because I already know it's a possibility.
So how much of that doubt is you?
I will tell you the doubt is probably me, like 75%.
No, I'm saying when I say that it's you, is that when you, like, is it a projection of the things that you would do? So it's like the things that you see in another person, or the things that you feel that they may do, or the things that you have done to people?
No. Okay. I'm going by the things that people have done to me, and constantly over and over, and I allow it. So now, where I'm more, stable and have more control, when I go into these situations, I'm always got like both eyes open. Like I'm not looking out rose-colored glasses. I'm seeing you for who you are. And you may show me little things, and this is being stored in my head because I'm like, okay, I'm always gonna wait for the other shoe to drop. Is that fair to the person or myself? No, but that's life today. People don't know the real meaning of love and relationships. So,
do people not, or do you not?
Oh, I do, wholeheartedly. That's why it's easy.
I mean, the only reason why I said it because love. One of the biggest components of love is trust. And I know me being it, because I hear what you're saying, and I've been that person for, I would say 33 years of my life. I was that person. And I'm 35 now.
I'm about to say, well,
right. Exactly.
There's only two.
And I ain't trust a motherfucker around.
Bitch, I don't want you fixing that goddamn bottle. Give me that goddamn
And she Jada's, that's my sister. She's known me, Nicole. Shit. Her Belvedere. She, that I don't know if I realized when I really fell in love that I had never been in love because I had never trusted. I mean, like, legit, I don't trust your ass for shit. Like, don't even get my drink.
So was it? When you eat, so was it? So you?
I was hard.
Difficult.
I was
difficult to love you.
Oh, I will love the fuck out of you. Like, love you to the point where you don't ever want to leave. I mean, I know I'm good at that. I'm not good at receiving it.
And see, I'm the opposite. I'm good at receiving love, even though I think I'm difficult and I think I'm difficult to love. I notice that people have a lot of love for me. We're talking about relationships. So in relationships, a lot of times the other person has a lot of love for me, and I don't necessarily have that same love for them. And it's like, I find it hard to love them because of trust. But it's not that you're going to cheat or do me wrong trust. I don't trust people with my feelings. Like, I don't like to be vulnerable. And it's not even about them. I don't like my perception of myself when I'm vulnerable.
I don't
and that's
that
what it's
feeling
hard
weak.
for me to navigate with people.
Feel it. Because you feel naked.
Yeah, it's hard for me to navigate. And it's like, that's why it's hard for me to love you. Because once I get to that point, I let everything down. So it ain't that I think you're going to cheat on me. It ain't that I think you're going to leave me or steal my car. None of that. It's like, what are you going to do with my feelings once I give them to you?
And you know what? So I always think about the heart being fragile. And I think of myself in this situation that you got to kind of, I think people handle hearts with clumsy hands. And that's my biggest issue is that I have a very, very fragile heart. It's almost like gold, pure gold. You know what I mean? It's easily broken. And it's hard to mend. So
my heart must be like that knick-knack your great-grandmother would have sitting over the fire. You know, I'm talking about a knick-knack where that shit fall and then the head fall off the kitty.
And it's always the head.
Oh no, go ahead.
When the question was sent, I mean, my answer was going to be is easier to love, but mine was going on just the basis of my relationship with like people, period, not just relationship with a boyfriend or a girlfriend, but I was going to base my answer based on mine and my father's relationship, to be quite honest. You know, I love my father to death. As much as I want to deny it, as much as I get on the phone and curse him, but when he needs me, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what. But I don't receive that love from him. My father don't show me no love at all, to be quite honest. And it hurts me. And I always open myself, like I close myself off from him, but then it's like I feel bad because I want to know how my father is doing.
Do you feel that you carry that to relationships? Because it sounds like, I mean, just how you described a romantic relationship and how you just described that kind of sound like you become your father in the relationship so you don't get hurt.
And go ahead, Dr. Phil.
And also, what I was going to say is that your perception of love. Sometimes what people confuse what love with is like. And what you may be saying is that person,
said that. You know,
he may not like aspects about you or characteristics about you, but he may love you. And so, and I think that being feeling like you're appreciated or that you're even like you're wanted and desired, that's a like, you know. But the stronger portion of it is feeling love, and you may interpret it as because
I don't feel love from him.
And you know what I was
I don't whatsoever. I'm not confused about. I know like and love. I don't feel like I
don't feel like he loves
you. He loves me when I'm doing something good and he wants some promo for himself. Like, oh, my son doing it. Hey, son. You know, and I'd be like, here we go with this.
Is that
again.
love or recognition?
No, that's called him being greedy, trying to get the spotlight away from me or join in when he ain't done shit to be there.
I'll say this. I have a family member who is hard as fucking nails. She is hard as shit. And it is very hard sometimes to like and love her. And I know that she loves me. It's very hard for anyone else to see it. It's hard for me to see it sometimes. But sometimes I have to look past her shit. And it's very hard.
And I think that comes with communication. Like, I'm sorry to cut you off, but like having seeing where they're coming from, because it sounds like even with your father that there is some wounds, there is some hurt there, and you may not know what's their motive, why they are doing the things that they're doing.
Oh, he like the fact that I'm gay.
Well,
right,
and
that's a like.
Right, and so that's about. And
you ain't got to like
my
him, but
mom didn't like the fact that I was gay. I mean, and as I said it before, she didn't like. My mom was Islamic. She wanted grandchildren. Her idea of her first son and only son was that I would bring her grandchildren, that I would get married, and I would continue a seed. That was her hope and dream. And I think that's just the idea of what a parent, when they're.
Oh, Blue, why didn't you get pregnant for her?
I was trying to get pregnant, but I got my womb on. I'm not having a butt baby. I'm not having a butt baby.
In the crowd like this.
No, that's a Goonie baby. I'm not having a dookie chip.
It's a dookie chip.
No. But I think that my
make it a little light in here. I'm about to cry in this bitch.
But I think that my mom,
all sentimental and shit.
you know, I know that my mom loved me. And I knew that because she was still, even though she may not have agreed with my lifestyle, she still was very protective. And if something should have happened, she was the first one there. And she was the first one advocating. And she didn't want to say anything about me. She was my biggest fan. But that wasn't something, because she came from an era where that wasn't something that was acceptable. And here it is, here I come. So I think that maybe, you know, and father may have that, he has to deal with it.
And you know what, the phrasing gets overused and it bothers me sometimes, but there really is such thing as love languages. Everybody doesn't show love in the way we think they should. Maybe you don't. Listen, I had a whole issue this morning, but it's like, you know, your love language may that you buy me this, that, and the third, but you don't necessarily support what I do. While it hurts me that you don't support what I do, I know that this particular person wouldn't buy me these things and do certain things for me if she didn't love me.
Cuss you out, man. Like, hey, I can get some chicken in the other room.
But I think, you know what?
That's their version of I love you.
And it's not healthy love. It's traumatic, but it's still love.
But is that really love, or is that just?
That's how they know how to show it.
No, see the thing is
acceptance of it,
or just.
But see, if that's not how you receive love,
do shit just to get you to shut up. Like, here, I'm gonna do this because I don't feel like.
Oh no.
But you should
I don't do shit. I don't fuck with you.
It can be. You gotta learn how to fish out the bullshit. Like, it's like sometimes.
I don't have time for that.
Eat the meat, leave the bones.
I love you too.
Wow.
McCain.
Back in that again.
Diana Ross over this, man.
I love y'all. Thank you for tuning in. And someone had a glow about them. I'm not going. And so I'm going to send your boo a shout out. Hi, boo. She had a wonderful glow about her today.
Ooh,
a golden glow.
So
you got that glow.
So what about? Is it you were saying about? Is it easy for you to be loved, or is it? Easy?
Well, everybody loves me.
That's a goddamn lie. Some bullshit. I can barely stand your ass.
Damn.
Motherfucker shrinking. Small.
No. You know I love you. And we still together.
I don't know. I mean, I think it's probably easier for me to love somebody else.
You think it's easy to love somebody else?
Cause I mean, I got my shit with me. You know what I mean? Nothing like, you know, super bad, but you know, like I need somebody that's gonna, like, I'm an artist, so it's like I'm kind of all over the place, like, you know, so I need somebody that's gonna be okay with that and not turning nose up at it, like, you know, bitch, you out here doing this shit for peanuts. Like, so what? If that's what I'd love to do, what difference do it make? You know what I mean? Don't judge me.
I think what messes up in relationships is too competition.
That's a good match.
When people
competition is always
Gemini Aquarius.
I think that's hard. That's hard for me. When I pick up on that energy, it's hard.
I think Gemini's have to be with air signs.
Because I think that everything
my mother's a Libra.
We're competing with one another, and I'm more about like let's build together. You know, so it's like and I'm also the type of person. Oh my goodness, are you okay? I thought she had a stroke. Is you smelling toast?
Right.
Well, I was saying that. Good gracious, she scared me for a minute. I was about to say, well, she calm down.
The side conversation about something.
Oh. No, I feel like I'm the type of person in a relationship, I share everything. And I feel like that's a part of the relationship. I share all the responsibility. And I like that to be that way. But some people's interpretation of love is really skewed. And it becomes very superficial.
Right.
And so it's like very surface. And it's glamorized to be that fairy tale type of thing.
Everybody wants Instagram
love.
love.
Not real. Like, I'm like,
they want social media love.
Ugly. Like, I think they send their representative a lot of times, and I'd rather them see.
They had their own conversation. Go ahead, finish what you said.
I'd rather see their ugly side than their representative.
Yes.
Show me the glamour side later.
But it's crazy because I'm willing to see that in that person, but it's hard for me to show them that in me. And I don't mean physically, because this ponytail comes off and I don't have no eyebrows. I don't care about that. But the ugly side of me is hard. I don't even want to look at it sometimes.
It's like Southern Baptist Church in this motherfucker. Like, I'm about to start humming Negro spirituals. It's so fucking hot. I feel like that chicken underneath that hot lamp at the lake trout and shit just be laid up in there underneath that hot lamp. It's hot up in here.
You know, because it's a lot of us.
Yeah.
And you know what happened when a lot of us.
Yes.
And
I'm trying to bring some air in his motherfucker, you know.
I feel it now. We're going to be right back after this commercial break. This is Be Exposed Radio. This is the Cocktail Social. These are the social lights. And they might be drunk. I'm not drunk.
I ain't drunk either, but it's kind of donkey dick.
Get your cocktail and come back. Join us after lunch.
I'll be up in the way. 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 Running on my face. Gucci guilty on my face. I'll be up in the way. 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 Bedroom phone ring, girl in t-shirt answers me. I get off on the way that she answers me. First time saw her, I knew she was the one for me. Ever since then, we've been vibing on some chemistry. It's just a matter of time. I know she feeling my vibe. I got the keys to the ride. She put her hands on my thigh. She got that look in her eye. SL what I'm riding. Royalty, call me highness. All day then overnighted. Cause it's crunch time when I'm grinding. This Adderall got me nauseous. Proceed with caution. Tired of lanes, I'm exhausted. Poppin' Zanny Zan, sipping out the faucet. I'm confused, don't know what I'm doing. Wait, what I'm doing? Got me going where the I'm going. Out of space, where I'm going. Wait, where I'm going? Wait, where I'm going? Out of space, where I'm going. Out of space, where I'm going. I'll be up in the way. 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 Running on my face. Gucci guilty on my face. I'll be up in the way. 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 Can I talk to you? I've been working hard. I've been up all night. I just been so high. I feel nothing off the sands. Withdrawals killing me. I need something to sleep. Need you on top of me. I need to get high. Dreams designer all night. Chanel should be haunting my dreams. Wearing my clearing my sleep. I'm not who you need me to be. Indigo sound for the team. Royalty sound for the team. Hippie vibing for the team. I need space, girl. I need to get out, yeah. Slow my motions, leaning. I've been out, yeah. Never worry about me. I've been chilling. Can't do this no more. I'm in my feeling. Can't put your business all out in the open. Can't fix a heart that's already been broken. You changed my ways, I'm already hopeless. I take my time, I figure it out, girl. You know you are. I'll be up in the way. 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 Running on my face. Gucci guilty on my face. I'll be up in the way. 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 I'll be up in the way.
Hey, there's my son. You've been in your room all morning.
Hey, Dad.
Matt, what's wrong with your voice?
There is nothing wrong with my voice.
Oh, well, it's just sort of.
I have been playing my video games and electronic games for so many hours.
Uh-huh. Well, it sounds like it might be time for you to take a break, or...
Hello, Dad.
Susan?
I have been watching TV and text messaging all morning. Yay, electronics. Yay, yay, yay.
Guys, I think it's about time to get in the car and take a little trip. Maybe see some trees, some green things.
What are these green things you speak of?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
This is the Cocktail Social. Welcome back. We were discussing the cocktail question was, is it easier to love or be loved? And during the break, we got into a little moment and everything. And I would like to, if that's okay, bring that up. And you would, Mr. K, what you were saying, if you could share.
Well, I recently lost someone who I was in love with, and mourned them for some time, and now I'm over it. But then some things have come out that they cheated on me with another person who I suspected they were, but I just been on their word. When you say that, no, I'm not. I mean, what can I do? There's no evidence, so I just have to take your word for it.
But your gut told you.
Oh, my gut told me.
Exactly. Intuition is not that. Damn it, intuition is real.
So it recently came to light in a conversation. I don't know if it was by accident or whatever, but the person said it was definitely by accident. And my love for him didn't stop. It didn't. I'm angry. I'm mad. And it's like, at first, when I first found out, I ain't gonna lie, I went through there. Damn, I'm on this nigga for all these years and his ass was cheating. I went through all this crying, playing his songs and blah, blah, blah. And then shit didn't change after I had my little angry little spew out and stuff. But I'm still like mad and angry about it because it's just like, damn, I can't say nothing to this person.
Well, you can say something to him. Matter of fact, go shit on his grave. That'll make you feel
I don't know about shit.
I'm just saying.
But I mean, you can go yell at it.
Now, because it is funny because the arguments is like, it's funny because the person passed away, you would be amazed what things you miss. And I miss us arguing. So I wouldn't mind arguing with him because he'd be alive to have it. So
I have a question, and not even a question, a recommendation. Have a conversation with him. You'd be surprised the answers you hear back. And I mean, it ain't gonna be like scaring you, like somebody sitting across from you talking to you. But if you have a conversation out loud, if you have it on paper, if you go through the it happens. No, it happens. It's really therapeutic to say things out loud or put them on paper instead of keeping it bottled up, not even sharing it with another person. Like I said, when I was going through some things after my daughter's father passed away, I wrote a letter. I burned the letters. Like it was for him. I wrote him. But it helped me.
But that's why my answer was the answer was. It's easier for me to love than to be loved because I always question people.
Well, you know what? And I think that when we think of love, we think of it from an ideal perspective, and we don't think of the trials that you have to endure with love. Love isn't something that you just, it's going to be sunny days. You got to deal with the storms too. Mm-hmm. And I think that when you think about it, if you are pledging to be with someone for a number of years, what do you expect? It's a world full of, it's millions of individuals out here, and attraction is going to happen, but you have to be in a place where you're strong enough to get beyond that, and you're able to communicate beyond that. But we aren't emotionally, I don't think we're taught to be emotionally mature. And so when it comes to situations where it requires us to be mature and to step up and say and communicate effectively, where we're listening, not just with our ears but with our hearts, and then we're able to build from that. I don't think we're taught those skills. And what happens is we learn by trial through fire. And so you have to go through so many situations and so many experiences to finally gain some wisdom when it comes to love, and you find out, you wake up one day and you're 50 years old and then it all clicks to you. But
that's
in your
me.
mind,
I'm gonna be
it's
61
like,
when I get
it says too late.
You know what I think is fucked up though? Is that when we talk about the trials you go through in a relationship and the shit that happens and everything, nowadays it's only looked at as cheating.
No,
there's
it's
so much shit that you go through in a relationship that has nothing
money,
to fucking do with
kids,
somebody else.
Yourself. You might be your own trial.
Getting sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
dying.
Yeah.
Not you, but other people dying, and then having to deal with that person being dead, and you, or whatever, or people's parents, or whatever. And I think
Yes,
it's
'cause
fucked
family
up. What I
can be
can't
big.
stand right now is that, you know, whenever you look at these social media messages about relationships and shit, it's always about the same. It's always about cheating.
In jail.
In jail. And, like,
And that's one trial
but
I'm not
nobody-
going
And then when you talk about the real
Damn,
shit
that
in a
jail.
relationship, like some real just life shit.
Losing your job and not that the fact that your man is lazy,
Right.
but it's listen.
He
If he
can't
went
find
from
a
making
job.
$80,000 a year, he don't want to go to McDonald's right away. Or if he do decide I'm a man, I need to work and do something, go to McDonald's. Are you going to accept him for that until he finds that next $80,000 a
somebody
year?
down when they're at their lowest.
Again, that's love.
It is love, but we saying
that's
people
love.
don't
I know,
look at that
but
part.
See, that's my problem is when I look at situations like that, you should, if you claiming that you love this person, that's through thick and thin. You know, if this problem arises, like if a family member dies, that should make our bond stronger. That should immediately make me come to you and console and be there. If you lose your job and we communicating about what's going on,
But that doesn't-
then my love for you should
And
say,
see,
well, you know what, in 2
but
years.
that's an ideal too, because sometimes when you may want somebody to come and help you and save you,
They
and
might not
you
know
need all
how.
the help in the world, and I'm one of them people. I would be sitting in a house, no lights, no food. And somebody asks me, how you doing? I'm good. I'm all right. Yeah. Love is somebody who can see that, and I should be communicating. I should say, fuck it, I need a pork chop, any damn thing.
With the front of my clothes and the whole
I'll
back
give you a
of the
perfect
right.
example.
I'm fine.
But when that person can look at you and just
And know
see
you.
and know me, and see, that's my thing. There's a lot of people who fuck up who I am. They think they know me. Gemini shit. I'll let you know who the fuck I want you to know. But it's it's a big thing of somebody loving you.
But you got to let them know who you are.
Right. And I mean,
And that's my problem.
That's far into a relationship. That shit don't happen month two.
Instead of loving the idea of you, loving actually you.
Right. I mean, it's a wonderful thing when somebody can see you are fucked up.
Right.
And still say,
I love you.
I love you. Like,
I love you with your fucked up twisted
ass. Like literally every time.
Like it's love. It's good to be loved in spite of.
Man, when I get it, I love you. I'm sitting there like, man, it's crazy as shit. You know what the fuck I just said to you? If you heard what I thought to say to your ass, you believe.
Listen, I've had people tell me they love me, and I was like, I can appreciate that. Like, you
Ooh,
love me.
Jesus.
Oh, you didn't even answer back.
No, and first of all, it took me a bit, and I was like,
that's when you hit
what?
them
Like in my mind, but
let me tell you, my girlfriend is scarred because Belvedere over here told this nigga, I appreciate you. And she said, that's some shit there. She said, that's some shit there. And so now every time she said, oh, baby, I appreciate you. No, Nikki.
But I didn't mean it to be offensive. It's like he said it to me. And no.
Say thank you.
It was either that or I was going to be sitting there like this.
No, when somebody say, oh, I love you.
I can appreciate the fact that you love me, but I don't feel the same. And I wasn't even doing that to be hurtful of me. I don't love you. And I'm never going to lie to you.
Love you.
Love you.
Yeah.
So it's like, but generally, that's why I said it's easier. Or like, I've had girlfriends tell me I'm the nigga in relationships. Like, people will want to talk to me, want to do this, and I be like, on to the next one. But that goes from me losing the one person, my first love. I met him when I was 17 years old. He was killed when I was 24. So it's like, even though we had our trials and tribulations, first of all, we met when I was 17. I had a baby at 20. We was living together, paying bills together. All of that was good. Yeah, he was cheating. Yeah, we argued. Yes, I hit him with a can of peas before. Listen, I had black love, and not the good kind. But in all of that, I've never doubted that man loved me. So it's like, even in all my anger and stuff from losing him and things that came out after he passed away and things that I wasn't okay with in our relationship, because I'm never going to say it was perfect. It was very dysfunctional, but I believe that outside of any extra kids or anything like that, we could have worked through those issues. So it's like, it's hard for me to, number one, show people that vulnerability in me. Like, I didn't have no secrets from this man about who I was as a person. So I can't give that part of myself to somebody very easily because what you gonna do with it?
Right.
Are you gonna throw it in my face? Or you gonna hurt me with it? Like,
See,
and that's how I feel.
that shit. Don't throw
That's why I
won't
say
tell
so
anything about me because I don't want you.
But
to
if I love you, I'm going to. That's why I say for me it's easier to be loved. You love the idea of me, and for the most part, you know me. It's just like the back of me. You ain't meet that. You ain't go in the pantry. You ain't been in the bakery.
I'm arguing people and I'm fighting.
I do all that.
But this thing here, he's a old soft.
Right.
Bitch, you hear me?
Your ass. You gonna cheat?
And I mean, even my
When I get
friends.
hurt, it be hurt.
Even my friends have rarely ever seen me cry. Like how many times? Like I said,
be injecting it. You
Jonathan and I have known each other since I was 2 years old. How many times have you ever seen me cry?
I think 3 times.
And that's just who I am.
And mind you, I booed with it. Oh, I saw everything.
So, and I think, in my opinion, sometimes we may not feel like we're deserving of love.
Yeah.
Like we feel like we not good enough to be loved,
Oh my goodness.
or we're not, like we don't see ourselves as worthy of being loved. And I know that's how I looked at it for a minute. I was superficial. I thought that I guess that's because in this lifestyle, gay men tend to be
Well,
very
mine wasn't for the lifestyle. Mine was just from family life. I felt like I didn't deserve to be loved because I didn't know what it was because I didn't see it in my home life. And my mom always said, I loved you. As a child, I didn't feel like it,
But I think that's a misconception. I think that we have, and I think that's society. I think they give us an idea of what love is supposed to look like, and it's not real. And we are so used to wanting the fairy tale version of everything. It's like we want the happy endings, and no one talks about after once Cinderella got Prince Charming, then what happened 3 years later,
And
5 years
also,
later?
we want people to love us how we love, and everybody doesn't love the same way.
At the same time.
At the same
And
time.
so,
Whereas your love for me might be you buy me a house. My love for you is gonna be like, you hungry or not? If I ain't love you, I wouldn't even ask you the question.
Right. So, I mean, all of this aside.
Not that you should accept bullshit.
And of course, because again, I'm very new to actually legit being in love.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it wonderful?
It is.
Love is wonderful. Let me tell you something.
Like when it's first,
when it's real,
but it's scary.
Fuck yeah.
That's the truth.
It's like
love is like a song. It's like
You better
poetry.
fall
It
off
like
the cliff.
dances in your soul
Like,
when you
I
really
ain't gonna
have it.
lie, I had all that shit. Like I was listening to songs like that's what the fuck.
Love is love, I guess.
Not now. Not how you feel today. Not how you live today. No. Not how you live today. But have you ever, not even if it was for 3 days, felt that kind of love that words can't explain?
That you wrote poetry about?
Now, you might even have wrote it on paper. In your head, it might have been like, fine, like wine. I want your time. And that was it. Like, not really. Listen, my point was, it ain't have to be the chaotic of the goddamn Gaia and all them. Because remember earlier I said chaos. Yeah, I was going there.
She said I put it together.
But you know
what?
So
Let's say.
Like listening to you talk is legit. Was me for most of like everything. Like
pre 2 years ago.
You hurt.
And I mean,
I'm saying he's hurt.
No, I didn't trust anybody. I don't. I'm not gonna say that on the air.
I mean, I trust people to a certain extent, but I mean.
But I have issues trusting people with love. There are certain people who I know they love me. I don't know why. I just go with it. Mm-hmm. But and then there's certain people who I was never used to love without a condition. And this is.
But is that a real thing?
Yeah.
When you sit there, no.
I'm talking about.
No, when I get what you're saying.
I'm talking about real live, like.
I love you because you represent me well. You talking about something like that?
What I'm saying is that is love unconditional a real thing? Yes. No, because just think about it. Think about it realistically. When you say you love someone unconditionally, that means.
Wait, are we talking about romantic love or just love?
I was talking about period. I think you can love.
Yes, because I feel like I would love my child unconditionally.
Right.
So the reason I asked that.
She could be a goddamn serial killer that ate people's livers from live bodies, and I will love her.
She never did no wrong. Never.
No, I'm gonna tell her she did wrong.
But I
Listen,
would
baby,
say
you need the
parents
electric
in
chair,
general,
but I
I'm
love
never-
you.
You know, as a man, I'm not gonna say fathers, no, but I think mothers. I have seen people love their kids, and I'm sitting there thinking, you tried to kill your ass twice.
Ted Bundy mama loved him. That's what I'm saying. So I feel like, and not for every parent.
Motherfucker visit them at the prison and shit.
No, she still love your child. Like I said, Jordan could be eating fava beans and kidneys out of live bodies, and I'm gonna love her. Now, am I gonna accept what she did? Am I gonna tell you, baby, you need to rot in the goddamn jail? But every week I'm gonna come see you because I love her.
No.
And the reason why I say that,
But I feel like sometimes maternal or paternal love, when it's between a parent and a child, it's not taught.
But that's not what I'm saying. Is that that's not what
It will not all the time because lack of love can be taught.
We've never been taught that.
Yeah, you're right.
Even from traditionally, what we've been taught is been a bunch of contradictions. If you sit back and you say God is love, and then you look at the actions of God, you say, well, damn, that's fucked up.
The actions is that really the actions of God, or is that the actions that man wants you to believe?
Basically, you're just illustrating the whole scenario of God and saying, your father doesn't like your lifestyle, and therefore he doesn't acknowledge you, and for that you feel some kind of way. And is that unconditional love?
Oh yeah, I do feel some kind of way about it.
You see what I'm saying? So is that?
I see it. I don't agree.
I mean, you can still
I'm not saying your father is the best.
I see it. I don't agree.
Wait, let him finish.
So and I want to hear your rebuttal.
Wait,
my father, when he speaks to other people, when he references his kids, he references me as a girl.
Oh no, that's fucked up.
It is.
And I had to hear this from my brother, and then he said it to my face, and I sat there, and then I finally just manned up and said, you know, I'm more man than you'll ever will be. And his wife was sitting
Now, what
right
voice
there.
did you use?
I'm more the man than you will ever be.
You can't be doing that shit.
I'm a man. I'm a man. You gotta put. You gotta put. Now. You gotta put a growl in that bitch.
I swear, and you know what? And I'm not the.
Very stern and very.
I don't believe you. Give it to me.
I don't care.
No, I believe you. No, and I'm not defending. Hold on, I'm not defending your father. But once again, some people, and I don't know, some people, based on how they act, they don't know how to show the love that they feel. And that's not in defense of him, because at the end of the day, we're all adults and we need to learn how to respect other people and do these things. But that doesn't mean that he doesn't love you. That might mean he don't like you, which ain't right either. That's fucked up. But it don't mean he don't love you.
So the premise of unconditional is that regardless of who you are, or what you are, or how you are, I love you.
Right,
You
but not
can
like.
still love somebody from afar.
And you can love somebody and don't like them.
But
Yes, you can. Because there's quite a few motherfuckers that I love,
Never
but
told me
I
that
don't
he
like them.
loves me, so I don't.
Everybody don't say it.
I'm sorry, I don't believe it.
I'm not saying your father.
I don't
I'm just
believe
saying in general.
I don't think
And then also it goes
might
back to
not.
it's
I
not
don't
what
know.
you say, it's what you do. So when I say unconditional, you should be able to see it in the action. So my thing is, when I say unconditional, I'm just thinking about the action. It's a lot of people say I love you unconditionally, but when it comes to the action, so I say that when you were saying that your man cheated on you. Okay,
Oh,
even
see,
though
that's
he
different.
cheated,
Oh, I still love him.
Yeah.
So do you work beyond that?
But I don't
for your
believe it.
father,
I mean,
do
you work
No.
on it, but
That's
you don't
different.
become a fool behind it.
Hold on.
Now,
I
things have
think
its
again, that's
limitations.
also certain people. Like some people are cheat. Somebody cheating, that's it for them. They can't.
But if you
they
cheat, make a
not
whole
going-
family and just have
Yeah,
live a
that's
secret
some
life,
bullshit.
you ain't give a fuck about me.
No, if a person cheat,
You done built the whole family. Got
If we
two
can't
houses.
Olivia Pope the situation, then no. Like if you got kids and extra motherfuckers and shit, then we can't get rid of. Then nah.
Get rid of
small
She
shit.
trying to bring
Then
what's
we
his name?
What?
Shit. What?
What you trying to get rid of him with?
I'm just saying. You
What was that? She trying to be hucking.
I'm saying some shit like, okay.
Take a motherfucker out.
I'm just saying like that, but I'm just saying like some shit you just can't. Like, okay, if somebody go and they cheat on you and they have a kid outside of.
Oh no, we can't be together.
You can't.
But I still love
You
you.
can't.
We be
You know what I'm
together.
saying?
That's not love.
It
That's
changes.
a
I don't
love.
know. Really, I don't know.
I can't.
I don't
Let me
know.
see. No,
Because this
I don't know, because every time I look at that little motherfucker, I feel like this
not come to my house.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
I don't know.
Don't do it.
She said straight Gabby Union on that shit.
Horse son cannot come to my house.
But the thing is, as Tyler Perry talks, and I know I'm out this month.
Tyler Perry a moral blessing in that one.
Smitty?
When I watch,
what the fuck is happening now? Look,
you son of a bitch!
But it was
son of a
bitch! Your elbow in my drink.
But no, it was a scene in the movie where Tyler Perry, the role he played, she didn't want to have kids. Apparently she had work done. Then he lied and said that he got a girl pregnant. And she came over and she was like, she told about everything that she did. She came over to the house, he was like, well, she's pregnant. She was like, okay, well, we can work through this.
That was in How Did I Get Married? Why Did I Get Married? I like that movie.
So that I was just using it as a reference to say, I do believe that if someone cheat and get if you love them, and I believe.
Hold on, no.
It depends on the circumstance. People,
right?
That is good.
So like,
I mean, everything is not for everybody.
Right. I know I can't. Okay, I tried to stay when old girl cheated on my ass, and I did something that I'm not proud of. That I
Oh, what you did?
You already opened the can of worms.
No, I'm not saying that because.
Was you horn?
No.
Oh.
Did you cheat, babe?
That's what I meant when I said horn.
No. But that's not what I did.
Was it a threesome?
No, I blacked out and something happened.
Oh, you slapped shit out of her.
I didn't slap.
You choked shit out of her.
I didn't.
You pushed her
He
down.
slapped me before.
He bit the bitch.
Well, I had to
was
slap
like
your
3 years
ass.
old. Check that shit out.
This nigga here, you had to fight. It ain't no get.
We probably about
But
7.
you ain't gonna fight me. You had to fight that.
He beat me.
Fuck that bullshit.
You have it. Bitch, you have it.
That's my sister. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Ew.
Don't lick your nuts off that shit.
I don't lick my own nuts.
But anyway.
But if he could.
Right.
I would.
Wouldn't we all?
No, but I did. I fucked her sister. That was what I did.
Our sister ain't shit.
That's the best revenge. I be trying to fuck with my boyfriends who cheat on me fathers, but it just never work out.
The Zaddy and the son.
Mr. Eddie and shit.
Mr. Eddie and Lil Eddie.
And he got on them damn black socks rolled up to his damn knees.
With
Black socks,
leather slippers on.
and Nike socks.
That type of father. I mean, they got to be cute.
Anyway.
But
but I know that I personally can't handle it.
Now for me,
that's for that. Like literally, I went to a place that I didn't know I was going to go to, and I didn't like it, and so I had to make a decision there. I see that's not something I can handle.
You know what?
Are you apologetic for sleeping with the sister, or
She dead.
huh?
the sister.
No, I didn't kill her. She killed herself.
Whoa.
Not because he slept with the sister. She was just crazy.
Wait a minute. Whoa, that was her sister?
His girlfriend, your girlfriend committed
Are you
suicide?
serious?
Yeah.
They weren't together at the time. Not that that makes it better, but I'm just saying.
She left me a note and she said
Because you cheated on her?
No.
Oh, I was about to say, bitch, how are you handling that?
No. How I'm handling what she said in her note is enough. I don't need to handle anything.
Man, I was about
Now
to
this
say
is what I would
real-
say. Like for
oh my
me,
God.
because I love you, if you had a baby on me, I would have to break up with you. I probably could forgive an incident of cheating. We can talk about it. We can work through it. But you bring Horse Son in the picture. No, we gonna have to break up because at the end of the day, little Horse Son can't come to my house. He can't come do this. He can't come do that. But at the end of the day, I cannot respect you as a man if you were not a father. So my love for you would have to have us separate so that we could be parents.
I agree.
I'll say what I would do. I'm not gonna stop loving you, but Horse Son, and I call it Horse Son after Iceberg Slim. Horse Son can't come to my house.
But you know what? I guess because I was raised in a family where, and I had a country family, and you had half brothers and half sisters, and
that was accepted at one time. I can't accept it.
And for me,
that's the difference. Again, that's what I mean. It's like it's what you can accept because number one, I grew up in the aftermath of seeing all these people with all this fuckery that went on because y'all couldn't
get it together.
Look, so I see how y'all. I don't want that in my life. I don't want that drama. I don't want those situations. I don't want none of that bullshit. I like peace more than anything, and I will fucking cut a nigga's throat if they.
Well, what if Horse Son over my house and I be like, yeah, you know that whore ass bitch, and he overhear me. And when I say Horse Son, I ain't even referring to the.
Or what if the little nigga drops something?
She the whore.
Yeah. But what if he drops something And then you had to help him up, but you did it too hard, and he go back to the bitch and say,
She hurt my arm. Mind you, I beat the hell out my own child.
Well, now wait a minute. This conversation that went to a whole nother.
Look, we making a movie now.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Tyler Perry.
I just love him so much.
All we need is Cheryl Pepsi Riley.
This is the Cocktail Social. I'm your host, Blue Waters. This is Be Exposed Radio. Go get your cocktails. Join us with another cocktail question after this commercial.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com.
I was meeting with a friend yesterday, and I've gotten to the point where don't ask me a question because the truth is going to come out. And
exactly.
Just don't do it.
If you ain't looking for the truth, don't come to me.
Don't do it because I can't hold my tongue. And she wants to be this stylist, boutique, but you're not doing anything in that nature, and I can't take you seriously if you're not doing those things. And I understood why people didn't take me seriously because I found myself in somebody else's lane. I was good at what I was doing and what I wanted to be, but I wasn't doing it for me. So how can I ask you to take me seriously if I'm living in somebody else's shoes?
And nobody can do what you do, and I think that that's a big problem that people face now. Like, you see what somebody else is doing and you want to do that when that's not your lane.
That's not your lane.
That's not what you're supposed to be doing.
But it's popular, it's getting that person money, it's getting that person applause. Oh, I want applause. I want money. Let me stand over here behind them.
And then a lot of times people aren't honest with themselves either. Like, I was thinking earlier today, I've been woke for almost 2 days, so so you get honesty, yes. And I was thinking, like,
The Artist Exchange Radio Show.
Long live Pop. Y'all can go ahead and cry now. I'm gonna show these niggas what to do at one of your beats, man. I am Gas, by the way. Strong woman story should have been on CNN. Nobody knows what it's like being Gwen. Windows closed in the house, it ain't no CNN. Can't gain weight for years, she been being thin. Single mother, no help from the system. When they was giving out food stamps, she missed them. Birth certificate, baby daddy, she couldn't list them. But her son was so beautiful when she kissed him. Blame it on love, but nigga she could've died with. Destroyed the whole world and found out she was a side chick. The nigga loved his wife and it got hard to hide it. So when Gwen confronted him, he ain't even denied it. Her fault, depends on who you asking. She tried to be a stripper, but the tip out was taxing. Buying all the purses, trying to keep up with the fashion. And her mama hated baby sitting with a passion. She deserved better circumstances. A black queen, she should've been blessed with certain chances. Look down upon, getting all the hurting glances. Making men change up all the twerking stances. She never cried about the pain, only gritted her teeth. But most soldiers never get a flower or a wreath. She like G.I. Jane in the war with no relief. Don't recognize why killers was going through her beef. She said more prayers than the nun did. After seeing so much struggles with only one kid, the clinic said baby number 2 couldn't be undid. 9 months later, delivery and it's one big. But this time it was an older dude. But this shit happened so fast, she barely know the dude. Damn, but we all make mistakes though. And the older we get, that's how mistakes go.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's Radio Loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now.
There's a rumor going around that Tyler Perry and Oprah are beefing. Child, let me tell you about this. Tyler, okay, told Oprah, bitch, if you don't have my money, we're going to have a problem. Ooh. Oprah said, what is the problem? Ooh. You said if I don't have your money, there was going to be a problem. So Oprah is standing her ground like, bitch, I'm in charge. You know, you may have a $250 million studio over there that you film all your shows and movies and stuff on, but I have the empire. That's what Oprah said.
Oh, these are her exact words. Allegedly.
I made this up. But
allegedly.
I made it all up. But there was a rumor that they were beefing. But Tyler confirms that they don't have any issues. So it says it was recently reported on the rumors that was swirling that the twosome were on that.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to the Cocktail Social. I'm your host, Blue Waters. These are my socialites. This is Be Exposed Radio, and we are in our second cocktail question. Now, this cocktail question is a little bit racy. I think it's a lot racy, but I mean, this is the adult happy hour. So if you don't know what type of show this is, well, too fucking bad. But the question, the cocktail social is, what is the dirtiest fantasy you've ever had? Now, I'm gonna say mine. What is the dirtiest fantasy you've ever had? Now,
I'm just playing. Like that nigga in the pulpit.
From the back.
In your daddy's chair.
Y'all would have watched that
Daddy's
video.
church.
Sucking this.
That shit was.
That
was so horrible.
It was.
So sexy.
Thank you that I have not seen it.
When he said it, I was like, bitch, that was sexy as shit. But this is so wrong. This is so wrong.
But let me tell you though.
That was the shit. He was like, oh, wait a minute. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong.
But let me tell you, the child never stopped.
No shit.
No.
Well, he good.
The child. Wait a minute.
It was a.
No, he said,
I'm going now. Y'all done knocked out the kink out my mind.
That is not a literal child.
Hell no.
I was confusion.
The sister.
I was confusion. That child.
No, he talking about child.
Oh, listen, I was confused.
You down
I know what we were talking about.
Get together over
She was talking about a child. I was like, girl, we ain't
That's what he said. He said child. Something. I said that child.
Get us put off the air.
I didn't think it was the child at first. He said the child.
That's the R. Kelly.
No.
I wouldn't mind that actually.
They be in jail with R. Kelly. You too old for him.
Kelly. Hell yeah.
Not even you the wrong nigga, because I think you can top the water. You just too old.
Oh, right here, like you
don't want none of that.
When R. Kelly go to jail, he's going to be with boys. It ain't the problem. It's just that you're too old.
Behind your ears.
No, he gonna be with the 18-year-olds with no facial hair.
Oh, I thought you said they was gonna put a picture.
I didn't say. No, I said when R. Kelly go to jail, he's gonna be with boys. I don't think he. I think R. Kelly has a different type of perversion that's just centered around not adult.
So, the dirtiest kink, and no, what is the dirtiest fantasy that you've ever had?
I don't even know.
I think you think?
Head or done?
No, I mean, what is
Have you
not
done your
the
kinky?
dirtiest fantasy you've done? What is the dirtiest fantasy that you've ever had? So, a dream, like something that, like, what is the dirtiest? What is the kinkiest?
Me either. It wasn't even dirty. I had different fantasies. I have a lot of sexual fantasies, but I don't think they're necessarily kinky. Like, I think they're just, like, and this wasn't even a fantasy. The other day, I had a dream that I was furniture shopping with somebody, and that we saw they having sex in the back of the furniture store, and it was in a Victorian style couch. Like, it was so vivid, and I woke up like, what the hell? I must think they get something.
Okay, so mine is going to be a little.
Mine is really elaborate.
That wasn't a fantasy though. I really just had that dream.
Everyone's gonna, but I don't care because it's my sexual fantasy. And I don't know if I would want it to come to pass, but I don't know if I would turn it down either. So on the low key, y'all so dumb.
We are talking.
You gotta
bear piss all over you.
I know what my fantasy is.
Y'all-
I got it.
Put your ass seat in the way.
They keep talking.
I'm sorry.
Man, get him some bear piss.
Bear piss.
He got poor bear piss all over his chest.
Already had the pee thing though.
That's what
That's why we was laughing about it.
I'm into the leather. I'm into the leather scene, so I'm into the leather scene.
Oh yeah, we're aware.
We're aware. We've seen. You're mistaken pictures.
But yeah. So
Mistakes.
I had a dream fantasy that I was tied up on a swing in leather, and so these white guys were back and forth. They were like
slave shit.
Oh, you got a slave fantasy and shit.
First of all, I'm
He want a slave fantasy.
No, he don't. That ain't slave. That's a fist.
Yeah,
wait a minute, you want the fist?
I had a. I'm just saying.
I'm only judging the white. I ain't judging nothing else.
I'm judging the fist.
But I'm just saying.
That's
the way my hero is set up.
No, but once again, I'm only judging the white. Not the fist.
Okay, so I say white guys because the fans who about white guys is because.
No, he need an Asian
not
for
all
that.
of them. But it's because that's where I learned that from. That community.
That makes sense then.
I mean, if a black guy wanted to come in and fist me in the dream have
you been fisted?
Never, but would I do it? I would do it.
So I mean, I know what my fantasy is.
Couple dollars.
I have fantasy.
That motherfucker be like,
do it.
Hold on, I don't know, cause I have to figure out do I do a right hook or a left jam.
Oh my god.
I don't know. Here's a question. How do you even start that? Like, does it just?
Well,
I've seen it on Pornhub.
I've done it before.
Well, it's like you fingering, so you have
you had it done, or you?
No, I've done it before. I've never had it done.
Oh, to other people. Okay.
Yeah, I'll do it. I don't have no problem doing it.
Oh, I do it for a motherfucker, but I'm
I mean, it felt like
need some of them goddamn.
I Hadouken the hell out of it.
I need some of them them Cal examination gloves.
I don't want that.
If I get shit on
So after you get a fist up your ass, is your ass good for anything else?
Yeah, totally.
So
He said,
and this is a real question. Does the ass work like the vagina and it goes back? No, that's a real question. Is the ass like the vagina and it goes back?
It goes back.
Oh, okay.
It goes back.
That's just like I don't want no fist in my vagina, but I push the baby out of it. So I mean,
Well, I asked the question, and so this is the Cocktail Social, and I am not judging because I don't do that.
you don't do what? He don't judge. He don't judge.
You want to
put that shit up.
Somebody start putting a toe
He
in your
doesn't
ass,
judge.
and then they stick a hole in
No.
it.
He was saying he doesn't
Oh, I
judge.
thought you was like saying it like I've done it. I've never
When he
done
go down
it.
the hall, the wind blow that
He
shit.
don't judge.
This is this type of conversation.
She playing Cable's ass right now.
It's not gonna sound like that. You gotta go deeper. Ooh. No, I'm just,
Oh, that bitch really hollow.
Cable's out there for a good time. He come out dripping and pissing and gaping ass.
no, that's not a good time. But this is the Cocktail Social. This is Be Exposed Radio, and we'll be right back after these messages.
White keys only have this bitch jumping.
Okay. If I sit around, hold up. Look. If I sit around, hold up. Yeah. Rebel. Let's If I sit around, I'ma smoke some more. Wasn't even thinking about smoke before, but I'm in my head and I'm in the bed. Don't know who I am, like I'm wearing a mask. Working mode, tell him where the cash. If you wear the cash, tell him where the cash. If you playing for you, gon' run it back. Don't make promises, but I promise that. Don't promise me, cause I ain't into that. Fell in love with that and got hurt from that. That was all over and the curtains back. Can't see you not noticing that. I'm letting it go, it ain't holding me back. Yeah, I'm on dice, but ain't come for the crack. Drinking with uncle, we only do jack. How I'm alive, I thank God for that. Praying about it, things getting better. Open it up with my name on the letter. Why you crazy about it? Saying whatever, you shy to be you. You know you gotta be you. Sometimes I need privacy too. Yeah, you know I ride. You know I ride, and you know you ride for me too. Yeah, you know I. Look, you like getting that hit for real. When it's me and Murray, just us, we chill. I'm in a rush to get off to get you. Never ever had to floss to get you. Pay the dues that it cost to kiss you. Rug burns on the carpet with you. Oh yeah. Come on, dog, throw this in there. Had to dedicate this to the homie out of New Orleans. Break.
Like the one thing you always gotta remember is people gonna try to project their insecurities onto you. But you can't listen to what them niggas saying. You gotta get out here and do your shit regardless. You gonna do what you love for the rest of your life anyway. So why not turn that shit into something? Be a man of everything you say. This shit bigger than me, man. Like yeah, I'm good and all that, but you know what I mean? I ain't shit without y'all. What you up, you gotta go hard. Don't matter. Can you imagine how I really having nothing is? Stomach growling, you ain't got no food in the fridge. Surviving on a jail diet of water and bread. No father figure, that's cause my father did. Mom's bringing different niggas in and out the crib.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to the Cocktail Social. I'm your host, Blue Waters. And the question before the break for the socialites was, what is the dirtiest fantasy that you've ever had?
That seems like the break need to be on its own.
I think we about to start throwing holy water right now.
So I'm going to go next. My sexual fantasy.
What?
No, that's not a fantasy. I mean, that's
no,
a
but
fantasy.
when I didn't say nothing wrong with it. What the fuck is it?
No, that was a whole
anal beads you put up your ass.
And they real small.
I don't know what that is.
Never had with something and not knowing it's
He said, I do.
I never had it in mine, but I want some.
What the fuck don't you want your ass right now? A fist, beads,
a straw.
Gerbils,
I don't want a foot in my ass.
So when I think about anal beads and butts, I think of a lawnmower. I think of a lawnmower because you know how you gotta rev it up and you got.
That's not how you do it though.
That's what I think of.
See, when I see it in my mind, I think like a string of pearls.
It's more like that.
It's a string of big beads, and
they ain't gotta be big. It depends on what size you buy.
Here's what I'm thinking: like them beads come popping out.
Where you get the satisfaction.
No, I can get. I don't have anal, so like I like a thumb, the small bead, whatever. But full on anal, I tried it once and it ain't for me.
But see, females to me have it great because you can get 2 sets of anal beads and pull them out your ass and your cooch at the same time. That shit is sexy.
No, you know what? I understand it because when you get hit from behind and get a thumb in your butt, that's a good feeling. But I don't want anal.
I can tell you, it was a good feeling for me doing it.
Not getting done doing it right.
I'm just saying that was a good feeling for me. I don't know anybody that like, but I live.
I'm telling you, like, but
when
I want anal, that ain't for me.
If you're listening and looking,
I mean, when you eat pussy,
when I see certain
right,
I
right there.
I ate pussy. That's
you
just
shit.
I ain't talking about that. I ain't look.
He's talking about the thumb in the butt.
We ain't talking about.
I put a thumb in your butt.
I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck you doing with this jewelry box up your asshole and a fist.
Anyway,
I'm pulling it out real slow.
Right, it's like you
pull it out real slow.
See, I feel like you can just shit everywhere.
No.
You know, when you drop a turd and that thing go bloop.
It's like opening a bottle of champagne and that just shoot out thing. Oh God!
That's like I have never had anal. I've never successfully had it. When the head go in, I go.
I'm still saying that it feels like shit. It got to the little thing. Like,
no, it don't.
I don't
know.
know.
I thought you didn't have no beads.
I mean, I had.
He ain't had no fist up his ass.
No, he said he ain't had no beads.
I can take the beads.
Listen, I just know from my experiences of
the fuck you to put up your ass cake.
Mm-hmm.
You done had all types of shit up there. Right. Nigga had gerbils up there and shit. You got the little, you know, the mice running through there like they did the maze.
Slick as a bitch.
But the funny,
fucking cat come out looking like a weasel when he finished with that motherfucker.
Can you say the mice?
Like a wet ass squirrel.
That cat ain't never gonna be the same.
Let you. What you even say?
So for me, and this goes back to our previous conversation about vulnerability. A fantasy of mine.
Like the whole Bugs Bunny come about up, don't it?
A fantasy of mine is about like bondage. Don't beat on me. I ain't. Let's say because I'm ready to fight.
50 Shades of Grey type shit.
But like to be tied up where I have semi-control issues in life. So when it comes to sex, I'm not submissive.
Bitch.
No, I don't want to be no bitch, but I'm not gonna say I'm submissive, but I like a dominant partner. But I have fantasies about being bonded. I'm talking tied up, hands, feet, where I cannot move. Now, I don't know when I'm gonna be able to do it because that comes to trust. That's gonna have to be with somebody I really truly love.
Well,
because
I'm gonna have a safe person in the room with you so they can intervene just in case.
So that's a threesome.
No, because you talk about kinky shit. I mean, why not have a
no? Because in my mind, the safe person
got a
watch
shit.
He ain't working. Come on,
if this motherfucker decided to leave with the cuff key, you got a backup.
But having that little sense of lack of trust makes it even more exciting. So
no, not for me. That makes it more terrifying. Like I want to be able to not be in control and have somebody else completely in control of me, and have a little bit of fear without me flipping out in the back of my mind like I'm gonna have to fight this bitch when we get out of here. And that's how I feel. Right, but in the back, I don't want to be in the back of my. I want to be in the back of my mind like, oh my god, I don't have no control. I want to be excited about it, not feeling like I'm gonna fight this bitch when we
get out. You want to be controlled, but not feel like you're being raped.
So
right.
So you wanted more like role playing with someone who you trust, so you can.
Oh, I role play, but already. That ain't a fantasy. I said bondage.
One of my favorite fucking things.
Let me tell you, she got costumes.
You know what? I want to show up at a spot.
I had to let you tie me up, and that's the part I can't. I've never done that. I've done a lot. I gotta find a person that I trust enough to do that.
So now for you, Miss Misell.
What's your
fantasy?
Oh, my damn mic done fell off. It was in this.
Girl, what's your fantasy?
I ain't hear none of that shit.
What's your fantasy?
What's your fantasy?
I don't know because like I'm kind of.
You want to tag too?
Now pegging. I think I would try that.
What
just
the
to
fuck
see.
is pegging?
Don't act like you don't know what no motherfucking pegging is.
Pegging is when she strap up and do a dude. That's called pegging.
I
don't ever want that, so I don't know what that is.
He said like
you want the real deal, damn a pegging.
You want a fist, but you don't want a. Maybe I need to get a fish-shaped dildo.
They got that.
I'm sure they do.
No, they got a fist.
I'm sure they do. I know they do. Because they got that motherfucker that's shaped like this in the packet.
What is that?
That look like your
penguin?
That look like the smell.
That look like a steak. Like you like.
Ooh.
I need you to apply to some fucking TV shows like comedy was. You was funny as shit. You belong on TV somewhere.
She
like,
is on TV.
I'm talking about a show.
All I see
a sketch comedy.
Crazy. You need to be involved in that black girl sketch shit. What's it?
That's all I see. Like,
get over here!
Able to catch that shit.
Right. What happened?
That's all I see. All I see is her rape.
Wow.
She ordered it.
You would get him in a. You would
get
get
him.
him. So we got role play though. He got to be walking down the street and I got to attack him and shit.
A real one.
She gonna rape you.
He want flesh, and flesh is.
But I feel you on that. I feel you on that because that
you gonna
shit don't
feel
feel right.
You gonna pass this up and you gonna say,
I'm like, I done lost my damn ring.
Kable, I got it.
I'm out that bitch checking stool and shit. Like,
Wait a minute, I think that might be it. No, that's not it.
Oh,
That's
It
not
feel
it.
like an anal bead.
But petting is one of your fantasies.
no, that shit got sharp edges.
So that's your fantasy.
Well, I mean, I just, sometimes you just wanna like I wouldn't mind role playing. But real role playing, cause like you try to do that shit with people, and they be like, "Well, I'm gonna be the trash man." Like I don't want you to be no motherfucking trash man. Like
your man, Batman, you Catwoman.
Well, that wouldn't really move me.
Or no, she Batman and he can't. I mean, that sound more spicy.
Right, you said like normal.
Y'all doing the normal
I want to do like some old Mission Impossible and come out the ceiling on a string and shit on some cable. And
You want to
come out the string on some cable.
You just getting the tip wet. The nigga about to loot you.
No, you got it wrong. You got it wrong. She gonna hover and she gonna be dipping it in him like
Ew, now see, wait a minute, cause see, first of all, I don't want no man that's questionable. I don't want to slide up in that bitch and go into
whoever
you know what I'm saying? Like that's be strong.
Wait a minute.
Right.
Now wait.
You contradict
Now wait. Because there's a lot of straight men that don't mind that if they're
that's fine, but I'm saying,
That's
but
like
it
not
shouldn't be easy
to
get it. Yeah, I don't want to just and that shit like, hold up, motherfucker, you might have been doing some
You want to be a virgin. You want a virgin in.
I want it right. I don't want that shit. I don't know. I don't want him to pull his pants down and bend over. His ass look like this and shit, like already.
You don't want to be gay.
Yeah.
He done sat on the Statue of Liberty. Listen, don't go. Listen, no. I'm a person that's gay. My ass ain't open like that at all. That's crazy. Don't get with people like that.
Hello, Adrian. He said, "Wait, what?"
That's why
I know that's right.
That's why you do the finger test.
I'm sorry, baby. You came in on some ill
You
shit.
do the finger
Better
test
not let her come up
first.
behind you.
Do the finger test first. You know when you go to a man's hands and you try to put your finger in there, if he jumps,
They clench up. That shit'll break your fucking finger off.
Yeah, but if he really just laying there uncomfortably,
If he heist that bitch up, he heist that bitch up.
look.
Okay.
And if you really know if he get there to get that way, he hikes it up, smack and see what he did.
Oh!
He hike it up, you gonna
You was talking that day.
He ready.
That's like a hot and ready piece.
Motherfucker start getting the lube and shit like, oh yeah, motherfucker. Motherfucker lube that bitch up to the shoulder. That motherfucker got lube on the back of their neck in that bitch. Like, get your ass. You wait.
She get that ass ready.
He just got crystal on that motherfucker.
However, this is now you'll do all that,
sorry.
and you'll pull back a snickerdoodle.
Next
fantasy.
Oh, sugar daddy.
What's your fantasy? Because I'm over it now.
Fucking Chico stick out that bitch.
Oh God, no.
That's your fantasy?
No.
You ain't talking about your ass is pulling tricks out.
What's your fantasy? Because I'm over the Chico stick out that
I got a headache.
It's a headache.
Take the whole elbow in that bitch. It might be. Merlin.
It's out of control.
Like it's that plant off of Little Shops of Horse.
Feed me, Seymour. Feed me.
No, it's not.
What's your fantasy? Down there at the end.
I ain't got nothing like y'all.
I really
Wasn't that bad compared to packing and fisting.
No, literally, I really.
Because you vanilla kinky too.
Really, I like nasty shit as it is, but
You gonna come out that bitch looking like a glazed donut.
You know what I like? And this ain't
Glaze.
What the fuck did you say?
What happened?
She said you want to come out there looking like a glazed donut, which means the person came all over you.
Yeah, you wanna come out that bitch just looking like a glazed donut.
I thought that was
I thought you was talking.
I knew what you meant.
I'm still lost.
Okay.
Anyway, continue with your fantasy.
Oh, I'm lost. No, I mean, like, I like fantasy shit. Like, I really like doing some real deep ass role playing type shit.
Yeah,
like
kinky.
Like, I want you to like dress up like Spider-Woman.
Oh shit!
And come swinging in.
Well, you know what?
You know, and cause see, like one of the things I'm into
Spider-Woman
is cum torture. Like I love when she comes.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
That's my
and you
favorite
can't.
thing
That's some.
Cum torture is like when you get them to that point and then stop, and to get them to that point and stop, and that makes you want to fight them.
It's action. But then once they do come and they all sensitive, and then you just
make it
and then you just do it all over.
No, I want to fight a person over that.
Like a motherfucker come and you don't stop stimulating.
No, get the fuck off.
Shit, like
no, let me go.
Can't take no more, but they keep doing it.
I thought she was going. I was.
Now I'm gonna start kicking you and shit.
God damn.
I'm gonna be kicking you in your jugular.
See, now that's one of the good things is that I'm a
that's the shit make your forehead smell like shit.
Because once a female comes like off of like what is it, clitoral stimulation, it keep happening, but it gets to a point where that shit almost painful. Like I will kick you in your jugular. Get the fuck off.
No, I want that shit. Cause then I'm gonna
well, for me anyway.
And then I'm gonna stick my dick in there and I'm gonna fuck
down.
the shit out of it.
Okay.
That is
That is
quite graphic.
See what it's like.
That's kinky.
It is.
Well, I.
Now I have other fantasies that aren't kinky.
Like I like
I want to dress up like
see, I like shit like that. I
Pretty
like
Woman.
shit
I don't
like
think that's kinky,
my
but I
nut
want
off
to
your
do it.
titties type stuff.
Oh no, I'm not.
You want some old porno star type shit.
And that's where I'm vanilla kinky.
But see,
I
and then
like
I also had a thing. I saw this movie one time. It was like set in France in like the 18th century. And
they nasty. I mean, they like kinky nasty.
I want to dress up like that and just go.
You know,
damn gowns and just.
I just pictured like a bunch of
Do you know prostitutes not originated, but they were courtesans in France. I had an obsession with prostitutes at once. At one point, I wanted to be one, but I didn't know what one was.
Wait a minute, what happened?
I watched Pretty Woman when I was 5 years old.
You weren't there, hooker.
But I didn't know
that's what she said. But I thought maybe I missed my.
No, so what happened was I watched Pretty Woman at 5. I wanted to be Vivian, but I did not know what a prostitute was. Once I realized what a prostitute was, I was like, I want to see where I read everything. So I read like about French courtesans and a history of prostitution where you're not just standing on the block selling ass.
Oh, you talking about the ones that's in the window and shit with the mother?
No, I'm the one that's reading the literature to you, and I'm capped, and y'all only have one John.
Well, with that being said, this is the Cocktail Social. I am your host, Blue Waters. These are my socialites, and we are definitely having an intense discussion. Go on, grab your cocktail, and join us after this commercial break.
Well, Jason, I've got to tell you, you're pretty much everything this company is looking for in an entry-level candidate.
Great.
Your resume isn't quite what we're used to, but you've got a fantastic work ethic.
Thank you.
And I'm impressed by how you carry yourself.
So, should we talk about the job?
What? The job? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I have no way of recruiting or even meeting you. This interview didn't happen.
It may sound ridiculous, and that's because it kind of is. There's a huge pool of talent your company is missing out on. Meet the grads of life. Who are they? Talent worth knowing about. Young adults of unique determination and experience. An ideal fit for your company in an entry-level position, internship, or even mentorship. They might not have every qualification you typically look for, but they're exactly who your company needs.
Man, we really could have used him.
Don't miss out on a resource many innovative companies have already discovered. Go to gradsoflife.org to learn how to find, cultivate, and train this great pool of untapped talent. Brought to you by the Ad Council and gradsoflife.org.
My name is Ruth Rusey. I'm a retired teacher. I'm 91 years old, and this is how I live United. I say retired, but not really. Once a week, I read books to children as part of United Way's education program. Reading to a child creates links between language and literacy. It creates a bond between grown-up and child. And believe it or not, it prepares them for a better academic future. Oh, we read about frogs and flies and pigs with wings, all sorts of juicy stuff. It's a joy to watch all those little faces. I figure I have the time and they have the need. And I've always believed that if we're not here to help each other, then what are we here for really? My name is Ruth Rusey. I help kids prepare to succeed in school. So I don't just
We're
wear
just
the
a
shirt.
bit
I
outside
live it.
crew every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
You want to start off?
I think I'll get it out of the way on a who's not.
Okay, do it.
The Orioles.
Right.
They got swept by the Royals. They lost 4 in a row, and the last 5 games have all been decided by 1 run. The game before, or the last game that they lost before the Royals was the Nationals, and it was Weeders, of course, one with a home run.
Right, hit the home run.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Segment of the Cocktail Social, and we have had a wonderful conversation here. The last conversation was, what is the dirtiest fantasy you ever had?
Next week, what is the dirtiest thing you've ever done?
Well,
Ooh.
you know what? And I might just use that question.
You had to blur my face. I don't want to be on that bitch.
And your voice.
Right.
And it's
I'm in the same seat.
Right,
in the same seat. They gonna just blur my shit off.
And I'm gonna go like that.
I'm like the dude in the commercial when he jumped on that thing. Like I'm a protective custody
right.
in this motherfucker.
I mean,
don't lie, I'm scared of what Kable gonna bring for that question.
well, I mean, I don't think truth be told, the reason I asked that is because I think that we sometimes suppress our dark desires.
Ooh.
And I mean,
People in general.
That's why I said sometimes.
We know you did.
But I mean, well, I know he ain't. Well, he said
He got
he
on
wanted.
fucking nipple clips right now that electrocute his nipple.
No, but I mean,
That's not a mic.
That's a
We on that bitch like.
They really bad. I can see.
He said that's a good idea.
But
I
even
did.
still,
Aren't they the
I
best?
think that
I love it too,
for
like I
him,
said.
honestly, this is just my interpretation. I think that he's real vocal about the things that he's done and he wants to try. But no. I'm saying that I think that we've all done some really kinky shit, but we just haven't cut. Now I know me.
I'm vanilla kinky.
I've done some.
And that's why I keep saying I'm vanilla kinky. Like I've never done any bodily fluids.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind bodily fluids.
I see. Like, don't sweat on me.
I love pussy.
Oh, that's the worst when that shit drip down and
on your face
and
it hit you
and
like
in the eye and that shit starts stinging and stick you in the
see, when you get a girl that don't care, you come on her face and she be like,
oh God.
Yes,
oh God. No.
Or like when I'm.
But I like watching it when I watch it on. Don't.
Oh God. My baby close.
Let me tell you something. I don't catch. I've never swallowed.
Okay, yo, we here like in the metamorphosis called Circle Jan Jackson in Vegas. Now wait.
She got to speak my language down
She
here.
said, now what you say you never done?
Hallelujah.
I've never swallowed. And I've caught one time. I was 19 years old and it was
He
plain,
opened his mouth
and
trying
I
to
was
swallow for
disgusted because I don't like bodily fluids. If you sweat on me, and I'm talking about, and I've gotten better over the years.
Really?
Like I'm talking about. I remember one time, and this is sweat.
Not even by accident?
Swallow?
You know how someone...
No,
No,
because
you
I
don't swallow
swallow
by
because I make it
No,
very
you
clear.
You swallow that shit.
But you know, I mean, catching the swallow is different. You know how someone,
No, I don't catch. I've caught one time. I was 19. 18,
Oh,
19.
so that's it.
Yeah, I don't catch. Like I'm talking about. I remember one time having sex, and the person I was having sex with, the fucking. I remember we was missionary. He was born in position out, and the fucking sweat was on the tip of their nose, and I was like, oh my God, the sweat. And when they fell, I was like, get the fuck off me! Like I hate. I don't kiss because I don't like spit. Like I don't like bodily fluids, but I do some kinky ass shit. Like you can tell me that's do it on the baby with pickup. I will, but I don't. It ain't nobody.
I will eat your pussy and come up.
I will give it, and I'm gonna give it, and I'm gonna swallow it, lick your balls, and all
I can't
that.
say pussy, but I love to eat some ass and then go and just start.
I've had my ass eaten. I ain't
so
never
you
ate
like
no
that
ass.
shit ring ran them out.
No, they clean, baby. They clean.
It's still, I don't care.
No, because I've had my ass eaten. To have your ass eaten is a wonderful.
What else am I going to eat? This is a guy.
A dick. I done ate a whole dick.
Suck balls or something.
Dick, nigga.
never swallowed.
No.
No. The one time I caught, it was like a.
Well, it is clear that we know that who's not catching and who's not sucking what.
But if you want to fuck me in the trunk of a car, I've done it. I'm vanilla king.
There's no room for this. Oh, but you could. You know how they got that little opening between the seat? You can hang your legs in the trunk.
You're outside the car, lean into the trunk. Or when you in the back seat and you get bumped into the front, like.
If she's small enough while you driving, she can get on top and ride you while you riding down the road.
Or suck dick up 295.
I am your host, Blue Waters.
That's what happens at it be.
And this is the Cocktail Social. And join us next week.
Thank you for having us.
This is a Poverty ENT exclusive.